Hi guys, I'm Leanne and this is Farm and Charm. And in my last video, I did a haul of the Tarte 2014 spring collection. And I showed everything to you guys and I said, let me know which one that you want to see first reviewed. And overwhelmingly, I got the response that everyone wants to see the new palette from Tarte. And it is a really gorgeous palette. I can see why you guys want to see it. So it is called the MATTEnificent palette. It is just, the packaging of it is unbelievably gorgeous. Tarte always does their purple packaging, and I have to say I'm loving it. And the whole spring collection, they're doing this colored clay theme, and that's what this is supposed to be, like the layers of the clay in the earth. And it is really, A+ on the packaging for it. The palette it's called MATTEnificent, and every color in here is matte, like the name implies. And I just look how pretty. The whole palette is gold all the way around, and then when you open it, it has a nice big mirror, and I have it covered here so that it won't blind everybody with my lights reflected in it. So there is a look at the palette. It's got a good size mirror, and this is as far back as the mirror goes, and I really like that for traveling. I think this palette's going to be really great for traveling. I'm traveling to a wedding this weekend about 4 hours away, and I'm going to take this palette with me for sure. I do like to carry a like a shimmery color with it because, you know, I like a little shimmer on my eye. But other than that, this is about all that you would really need. So here's a look at the colors in the palette. And they're really natural, really pretty, kind of on the plummy side, some of them. So the blush is called Elevated, and it is a really pretty color. I was looking through, I own just about all of the Tarte blushes, and I was looking through the rest of them to try to compare this to one of them. And the one that it looks the most like is the color Exposed. When the collection first came out of the 12-hour Amazonian clay blushes, Exposed is the one that everyone went nuts for. So here is Exposed. It's a really pretty natural looking blush on the brown side. Elevated is kind of close in color to Exposed, except for more of a pinky tint, which is just perfect for me. I love pinkier blushes, and I especially love that they did a pinkier tint with this one. So also, this blush would be a really nice eyeshadow also. You can use it kind of in your crease or kind of for a warmer effect. I really do like that as an eyeshadow. Also, you get from this blush 4.38 grams, and a full-size Tarte blush is 5.6 grams, so you're getting 80% of a full-size blush in this. So for $10 more than you'd get for the blush, you're getting 8 eyeshadows and the really gorgeous palette. So I think it's actually a pretty good price they've put on this. So I'll go through the eyeshadows real quick and show you each of those. The texture of these are all like a nice, buttery, smooth texture. I really do like them. Tarte is my all-time favorite makeup brand, but the one area I've been kind of iffy with them is in their eyeshadows. Sometimes I get one of their eyeshadows or a palette of their eyeshadows, and they're magnificent. Just love every one of them. But when they do like the more sparkly eyeshadows, usually around the Christmas season, I can't get on board with those. But I do love their matte eyeshadows, and every one of them has a nice, buttery, smooth texture to it. It goes on really well. And I've really been enjoying this for the last few weeks. So the first color here is called Sand Out from the Crowd, and it is a cream color. It is a really nice, there's a swatch of it, a really nice texture, and it's perfect for under your brow bone and kind of in the inner corner. I usually like a little sparkle in my inner corner, but if you're the kind that doesn't like to put sparkle in the inner corner, then this one's perfect for that. This one here is pink outside the box, and it is a very light pink color, and it is really nice for kind of the inner part of your lid. You can do it under your brow bone. It is a really pretty color. And there is a swatch of that one. They are really light colors, and I did have the question, would these show up well on a darker skin tone? I really can't help with that. at this time, but at some point this week I'm going to take it and get one of my friends with a dark skin tone to swatch it and see if it shows up on them. So I'll put that information in the description box below when that's available to me. Otherwise, you're probably going to have to go to the store and swatch it, but I would definitely go through the trouble of doing that. This is a really good palette at a really good price point. So this next shadow here is called Peach for the Stars. And it does have kind of a peachy tint to it, but I think it's just a really good neutral color, good for the lid. So here's a swatch of that one. This one is really, really close to my skin tone, so it may not show up too well on me, but it really does show up on the lid, and it's a really pretty color. It's good for like neutralizing, like a kind of a base color for your eyeshadow. The next one here is my favorite color in the whole palette. It's a really gorgeous rosy color, light rosy. It's perfect for doing in the crease or right above the crease to kind of warm up the eyeshadow look. And it's called Rose to the Occasion. So there's a swatch of it. And it's just a really pretty rosy color. The next one here is called View from the Taupe, and it's a nice taupe color. This one's good for kind of the outer side of your lid, or you can do it all over. It's a really nice color, kind of a more brown base than some of the others, or a little gray in it. It's a pretty color. And the last one here, and the most intense from the ones that they do not call liner colors, is Two Plums Up. And it's got a pretty intense color. I have it now kind of really lightly in the outer corner of my eye here. And you can really smoke it up. If I really wanted to kind of do a more smoky eye, then you just, you know, keep layering it on. But I like that it goes on kind of soft at first. And so I can wear it as like an everyday color and then come home and really smoke it up if I'm going out later at night. I really do like that. So this one is Two Plums Up. And it's a really nice color. So you could also use this as a liner color. So the last two in this palette, they call them liner colors. And here at the bottom, this is Dreamin' Chocolate and Don't Stand Black. And so here I'll swatch those two for you, but they're like every bit as pigmented as you would want them to be. That's Dreamin' Chocolate. And it has a really nice pigmentation to it, but it's still pretty smooth. If you wanted to, you could probably use this as an outer corner color, but I would go really soft with it. I haven't tried this yet, but I can see where it would be kind of overwhelming kind of quickly. So, and then the last color here is Don't Stand Black, and it's a liner color at the bottom. And so there's that. So it's pretty pigmented. It's a nice pretty color, and there goes my little mirror cover. So that's the last two. So the last part of this palette that I'm going to show you is the brush that comes with it, which it goes here in the bottom of the palette. And usually I just kind of ignore these things. I'm not trying to be a brush snob or anything, but usually they're not good for a whole lot. But I've actually been reaching for this one quite a lot. One end here is kind of, see if y'all can see that. One end is kind of a fluffier side, and one end is good for packing color on. And earlier when I was doing this eye look, I did all of it. It's kind of a real neutral eye look, but when I was doing it, I was trying to pack on a little bit of a sparkly color in the center of my eye, and the brush I was using was one of Sephora professional brushes, and I really wasn't liking the effect I was getting. So I pulled this one out, and it really packed the color on really well. So, and I've used this one to kind of do my crease or my outer corner a bit, and I've really liked it this side. So one side you have kind of a fluffier side, but it's not terribly fluffy. It's kind of stiff, which is just about perfect, but really soft, which is just about perfect for working in your crease. And then this side is like, one of my favorite brushes in the world is like a cinched in stiffer brush, and this is kind of what this is. It's cinched in, it's really good, it's stiffer, so it picks up a lot of product. It's really good for packing it on. So that's just one reason why I'm really excited to have this palette for traveling and all, because I can have my brush here in the palette. I really do like that brush, so I don't have to carry my good brushes with me and worry about messing them up. So those are all the colors in the palette, and like I said before, I really do like this palette. I think it's a really good palette. I love the colors. When I go on my trip this weekend, I'm going to carry this palette. I'm going to carry one shimmery color. It's going to be the L'Oreal Blinged in Brilliant. It was a limited edition last Christmas from L'Oreal, but it adds just a little bit of sparkle in the middle. So I'm going to carry those, and I'm not going to worry about anything else except for, of course, like my foundation and all. So anyway, so that's all about this palette. Let me know if you have any other questions about it, and I will be happy to answer them to the best of my ability. It was $36, and I bought it from Sephora online. It's also available at Ulta.com, in-store Ulta, and at TarteCosmetics.com. In all honesty, I bought mine from Sephora because it's the easiest place to return something if you don't like it, but there's no way I'm returning it now. I do love it. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I really appreciate all of you guys that are subscribers, everybody that does subscribe. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys very soon with my next video. My next video may be on the lip colors from the spring collection. It may be on a couple of other things, probably maybe the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. But just in case you're wondering, my lip color is one of the new colors from Tarte, one of the new Power Pigment, and it's in the color True Love, and I am loving this color. It's beautiful. I'll tell you about it in the next video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and